Alright. Maybe it will work this time. It says I have audio now, so hopefully that is a true statement. We shall see. Let me get this other crap closed. Yay, you can hear me. Alright, give me just a second because I gotta tweak a couple of things here. Yay! I was having kid help too, so that's always fun. Oh my goodness. Guys, my life is a nightmare right now. There's just so much crap going on, like, I can't. I can't. What do you need, buddy?
I'm stuck.
What?
I'm stuck.
Killian's stuck? What is Killian stuck on? Oh, sweet Jesus. I'll be right back, guys. He gets stuck in the coffee table? Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah.
Killian. You're unstuck. Oh good. You saved yourself. Good job. Hang out down here, guys. I'll be done in a few minutes. Oh god. Oh my goodness. There is not enough coffee, guys. Not enough coffee in the world right now. Yeah. Not enough coffee in the world right now. So, if you're wondering why I have a random washcloth in my hand, there's a very good reason for that. It is a strange reason, primarily because my husband, for all of his badassery and tough man things, yes, this is the bird. So if you're on my regular Facebook, if you're one of my friends, you will know already. But I don't know if you'll be able to see. I don't want to freak him out with the light too much, but I don't think you'll be able to see. But I have a little tiny baby bird that was left out of its nest. Oh, yeah, I know the light's gonna scare you. I'm just gonna do it for a second, bub. But see, there's a foot. His eyes just opened, so I'm gonna cover him back up. But it is a European starling, and we left it out of its nest for, I think it was, we saw it on the ground yesterday afternoon, and it was like 80 degrees, so we left it, and it was still there this morning, so. But now that I showed you, I'm going to put it back in the box, and when I'm done with this, I'm going to give it some food from a recipe I found from some wildlife rescue people. But it was cold last night, so I'm kind of surprised that it was alive this morning. There we go, poor little thing. Yeah. So, life is insanity. That's the biggest thing right now, is that life is bananas. My voice is very froggy. I may have mentioned before that I wasn't feeling well, then my husband was sick, and then the boys, well, Hunter got sick. Killian hasn't gotten sick. Knock on wood that it stays that way. Hi, Michelle. And yes, that would be amazing, Karen. Oh, it was, I think the high yesterday was 86 degrees here, and today the high is supposed to be 68. What the heck, Washington? Kind of hard to adapt with an almost 20-degree temperature disparity. Yeah. So, on top of all of the other craziness that I've been dealing with, this morning my husband was like, hey, that bird's still on the ground. Do you want to just, like, take it over to the woods so nature can take its course, or do you want to bring it in the house and try and nurse it back to health? I was like, well, oh, it's cheeping. I was like, well, I'd like to try and nurse it back to health, because I don't really want it to die. Not like I need another living being to take care of right now, but, you know, it's life. So I'm still in my pajamas and it's almost 10 o'clock and I don't even care. Like, I got too much stuff going on to bother at the moment. Good morning. So I was considering doing a yarn talk and I just, wow. Yeah. So I don't think I actually got a chance to tell anybody on camera. I've mentioned it in my Facebook group, but I have 3 craft markets I have signed up for the rest of this year. One of them is in the second weekend in July, which is what I'm trying to get everything ready for right now. Hi, Carrie. Yeah, if you're in Texas, I'll bet it's super, super hot there. Eesh. So I'm trying to get ready for that, and I feel like I'm not crocheting things fast enough to have enough stuff for a 3-day long event. 3 days. I don't know what I was thinking with a month and a half of prep time for a 3-day long event. Apparently I wasn't. But the super low table price helped me justify buying some extra supplies for things. So I'm trying to look at it from that perspective. Hi, Lena. Hello from Washington. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, that's why the posts in the Facebook group have been going up at like 12:30 in the morning, 12:30 in the morning, 11:30 at night. It's, yeah. Ugh. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. Oh, 100 degrees. Gross. No thank you. Yuck. It gets above 70 and it's too hot for me. I'm not a fan of it. So, if you're not in the Facebook group, 2 days ago, I spent a few hours in the afternoon and made a lot of things. I'm not going to show you all of them because it would take forever, but I made 116 stitch markers and 4 pairs of earrings. Because I'm trying to find little things that I can do quickly to help fill space at my booth. Because as much as I want to have a lot of crochet stuff, I don't have the time. And I was feeling super burned out on it to the extent that I didn't do anything for like 3 days. I was like, oh my god, I'm never gonna have stuff done. So one of the many, many things that I made is this pair of earrings that my light in here is garbage right now, so I don't know how well you'll be able to see. But yeah, pair of earrings. And these little enameled roses are actually something that came in a 4-pack from Michael's. Hi, Enid. But I have this entire thing is full of all of those things that I made. Just from that one day. So, if I really feel desperate and like I'm not gonna have enough stuff, I know that I can just take 3 or 4 hours as long as I have the findings to attach them to and make a ton of stuff. So, this container has 120 things in it. Oh, 5-year-old boys and 3-year-old boys are super fun too. My kids have been trying to literally kill each other for the past few days, so that's been a joy. Stitch markers aren't really hard to make. It's just a matter of having basic jewelry tools, the things you're going to attach them to, and whatever you're using for the stitch marker. But I mean, the tools that I have, you can just buy one of the sets that's got all of the basic pliers in it. Sorry, loud. Sorry, didn't mean to scare you. I hear you cheeping. I'm gonna have to make this quick so I can feed you soon. But I just got a basic set of pliers. It has like the flat ones, these ones, a clipper, a good cutter for cutting wire, and a rounded one for bending the wire to make loops. Like, that's really all you need. And you can actually get all of these together in a single set. So I'm gonna be posting those. I think I'm only gonna post half of my quantities on my Etsy shop because I want to have some things to take with me, and I'm genuinely afraid that I'm gonna do all this work and then put it in my shop, and then cheese graters, that would be pretty cool. And then I'll sell out from my shop and have nothing to take with me to the event. And yes, having the right tools does make a big difference. Hey guys, you've got multiple blankets. Oh, good Lord. Children. Yeah, I actually looked up a recipe specifically for starlings, and it said to soak some dry cat food as long as the first ingredient in it is chicken or turkey, and to add some fruit to it and just let it all mush together, and then to give it to them. Glow in the dark sheep, that's pretty cool. So the way my kids are acting right now is the reason that I haven't been able to record or go live. So I'm going to go break that up before somebody's bleeding. I'll be right back. Guys. Hey, stop. Okay, we can go get it. Hey, Hunter, can you please hold that one? Stop it. I will do the other one. Oh my God. Oh. Yeah, the other day, Killian tried to put Hunter in the hospital twice. Hunter was laying on the ground, and Killian walked over to him, looked down at him kind of funny, lifted his foot up as high as he could, and brought his heel right down directly on Hunter's eye socket. So needless to say, I panicked and grabbed him to open his eyeball and make sure his eye wasn't a puddle of jello and that no blood vessels were popped and everything was good. But then about an hour later, while I was trying to do dishes, kept hearing noise. And Hunter was edgy because Killian had been all in his face, so Killian got close to him and Hunter just started swinging. Windmill fists for no reason. I'm like, dude, just back off. So Hunter didn't actually hit Killian, but Killian hit him. He bent right over and leaned forward and speared Hunter in the chin. Clacked Hunter's teeth together. I checked to make sure there were no broken teeth. But Hunter did bite his tongue, so there was blood. It was whole life. Yeah. Hi, Ella. Oh, I hear you, little bird. Here, let me turn that bright light off. I know nobody's really going to be able to see me, but I'll get you out, see what's up. I know. Your mommy and daddy bird kicked you out, little dude. Oh. Let me get you. Yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely some Jekyll and Hyde stuff going on. Hi, little guy. I know. I'll get you some food soon, okay? Hopefully you'll like it. I don't know. Is your foot stuck? So, if you're coming in late, my husband decided that I was gonna take care of a fallen baby bird because he's Yeah, I don't think you'll be able to see. Maybe just barely. But I mean, it's not a super, super baby. It has some wing feathers. This is a European starling. And it has some wing feathers, but it still just has fluff on the rest of it, so it's not quite ready to fly yet. So, yeah. Six kids? Oh, man. That is crazy. Yeah. Well, these birds actually, the same pair of birds have been nesting in our roof for, well, this is the 3rd year we've been here. Yeah. I considered not, but now that the kids have seen it, I'm like, we gotta try. And, you know, feeling the little critter's heartbeat on your hand, it's kind of hard to turn it away. But super cute. I'm not really a bird person. Like, yeah, exactly. My husband brought it in a towel and handed it to me, and I was like, well, I touched it. It's mine now. Damn it. I was hoping not to ever have babies in my house again unless they were of the furred sort. Yeah, that's one of the things that I was reading, Brenda. But that's part of the reason I'm not going to stay on super long, because it's been in the house for close to an hour now, and I want to try to feed it. And if it keeps cheeping, if I play, I found like a starling call, so hopefully playing this audio of that. Oh yeah, absolutely. Once it's been here another week or two, it should be completely feathered from what I read. Another week or two. And my husband starts leave this coming weekend, so if I don't want to be on baby detail all night long, I can be like, here you go, it's your turn, since it was your idea. I actually have a big box that I've had it in, and the cat actually really hasn't been that interested in it. My cat has always been an indoor cat, and he doesn't know how to hunt. The closest to hunting he's ever been is one time in the house we lived in back in New York. He found somehow a frog had gotten into the house, and he stomped the poor thing into a pancake, which was traumatic for me, but he didn't know what he was doing. But I have, the craft room has like a lock on the door, and it's a very small room, so anytime I leave the room, this thing's going to be in here with the door shut and locked, so the kids, the dog, and the cat don't do anything to it. Hey, Killian, stop, please. Thank you. You want to come say hi?
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, your mom. Hi, I'm a big Killian. Your mom.
Yeah, that's Mom.
We are Killians.
Yes, you are a Killian.
We are Killians.
Yeah.
Gone. Back.
But I mean, it doesn't seem like it's injured for having, you know, fallen 6 feet out of its nest plus.
I gone.
When I went to pick it up, it spread its wings and like wrapped its little claws around my finger and everything, so.
Hey, you moms.
Yeah, there's Moms. There's 2 there, because there's the one that's delayed, and then there's the one that's what's actually happening.
My mom.
Here, hang on. I'm gonna set the bird back in the box, okay?
Bird back in the
Yeah,
box?
you don't need to close that. Thank you. So I was going to this morning attempt to get all of my beading stuff organized, but baby's kind of put a wrench in that for now.
1, 2.
Hey, Killian, what are you doing, buddy? Please stop. There we go.
Get the baby out of there.
Okay, no, Killian. He needs to rest.
To wake up.
No, he needs to rest. I'm going to feed him in a little bit, okay?
Every time
All right. Okay, go on. Why don't you go play? Go play. I'll be done in here in a few minutes. Yeah, you're stuck because you moved that giant bin, dude.
Oh, it's a make Killians.
You want to make Killians.
Change. We are Killians. 1 Killian, 2 Killians.
Yeah, we don't have any heating pads, so I've just been every half hour or so, I've just been picking it up for body heat. He can probably sense it. This one, yeah.
Bye-bye, moms. Bye-bye, moms.
Hi, buddy.
Change back to mom. Change back to mom.
Oh, I changed back to mom? Oh, cool.
Mom. I'm the one, mom.
He's being cool right now, which is a nice change. Here, I'll turn that back on so you can kind of see my face, even though my face looks horrible because I slept like less than 5 hours last night.
A baby go out.
Oh, the baby bird's in there. Do you hear him cheeping? He's trying to rest, but you're being pretty loud, buddy.
Get out.
No, Killian, he doesn't need to get out. Can you go watch a show for a few minutes? No. No.
Killian to me. Moms. The main moms?
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, I honestly miss age 2. Everyone talks about the terrible 2s. Nobody tells you that 3-nagers are actually the most bananas. Yeah.
Yeah. Killian?
He will be 4 in November. And yes, he is huge. Oh yeah, 3 is...
Wig.
2 was fabulous for both of my boys, but 3... Yeah. If Hunter had been 3 before Killian was born, I probably wouldn't have had another one. You showing him your Legos?
My Legos.
Your Legos.
Mine are Killians.
Yes, they are Killian's Legos. Well,
No.
Killian's and Hunter's. You guys can both play with them. There's enough for both of you.
Both for us?
For
No.
both of you, yes. For both of you. Oh, I know.
How am I
I just-
Killian? I'm the Killian.
Every time that Hunter has a really good day, I'm like, oh, I remember that it will get better. I just have to hold on for like another 6-ish
No,
months.
you Killian.
The biggest problem is,
Not you Killian.
it's funny because he's talking a lot now,
Killian.
but he'll get in this
Killian.
stage where
Nope.
he won't speak.
I'm the Killian.
He'll just point at everything. You're okay. You bumped your arm on the tray for the keyboard. You're okay. That's why I told you to be careful. My biggest issue is that they brawl with each other, and I can't... My husband thinks I'm exaggerating, and I'm like, no, seriously, I cannot leave them unattended for 5 minutes, because the second I leave the room, they're pounding on each other.
Nope. Why put my mouth?
See, everybody, I hate when your kids are having a fit, like if you're out in public, and somebody will say, oh, someday you'll miss this. It's like, no, I won't. I will not miss my 50-pound 3-year-old thrashing around, kicking the snot out of anyone and everything within reach, pounding his head on the floor. I will miss cute times, like snuggly, cuddly times like now. Me. But I do not and will not miss when my only partially verbal 3-year-old was being an absolute monster. I won't miss that. I just won't. Yes,
I'm one.
you. Yes,
I'm
you
the
are
Killian.
cute. You are the Killian. You are my only...
Killians.
Oh, you see the 2 Killians? Yeah. You
I
are
got
my
the
only
Killian.
Killian. Careful.
I'm
Hey, if you're gonna get down, you have to be careful. I don't want you to fall and hurt yourself. So, one of the many things that I have made, which I don't think I've gotten to show on camera, but I've shown...
Give me a bumblebee. Give me a bumblebee.
Here, you want a regular bumblebee? Can you be careful with it? One of the many things that I've made, hang on, is this little crocheted bumblebee on a keychain.
A bee. Oh.
Yeah, drop it. There you go. Grab it and go play with it. I can make another one. If you want that to be your bee, that's fine. And he upends the trash can in the process. Luckily, I don't have any food waste in my trash can. I hear you, little thing. Give me like 10 minutes and I will get you some food, okay? I hear you. Yes, good morning. Oh, breathe. So, the bees. I have regular bees. And I also have zombies because I'm a cheeseball like that. So, yeah. Little green bee with red wings because the craft market that I'm doing, all three of them are with a group that everything, all of their booths are specifically handmade things, and this particular group, their markets are all dark themed markets, so it's like creepy stuff, gothy stuff, cool things. I'm excited because that means that I don't have to hunt for a bunch of weird pastel yarns to make things that I don't really want to make but will appeal to the average person who isn't a weirdo like me. Hi, Cindy. Oh yeah, I think that all the time, Enid. As an only child, I also feel like I have less tolerance for sibling things than the average person who has siblings has. What, buddy?
Button.
Yeah, you knocked over the stuff in my trash can. It's no big deal. There's no food in there. It's just packaging and thread. Yeah. It's so rough when you're an only child because you're just
you, Mom.
things that, oh, for me? Oh, thank you. Because just things that don't make sense. Like, here, let's both sit on the 3-foot wide couch, stretch out as far as possible, and kick the snot out of each other. When there's a 6-foot long couch directly next to it that they could also sit on, but they must occupy the same space. And my husband is the oldest of 3. What about your foot?
You can sit on another egg.
Oh no. Here you go. You'll be okay. You'll be okay.
No.
You'll be okay.
My leg is garbage.
I'm not gonna put your leg in the garbage. Come here. Oh.
My turn.
It's a really easy pattern. I'm actually, I don't...
Dad?
You what, buddy?
Dump.
You made a dump? Cool. Oh.
Mom.
So,
not
this,
you killing it.
my kids being my kids is the reason that I haven't really done anything for like the last 2 weeks. I think I posted a video last week, but it wasn't a fresh video. It was one I recorded like 2 weeks prior. I haven't had time. And on top of all of the jewelry stuff, I've been sewing. Oh, hey. You're okay, buddy. You're okay.
Hi, everybody.
Hi. So I made some regular drawstring bags, and last night I made my first legitimate. Hey, no! Do not move the box, please. Do not move the box with the bird in it. I will let you look at the bird in a minute if you would like. But I made my first legitimate bag. This isn't just a drawstring bag. This is a tote that has a boxed bottom and a magnetic clasp inside it. Killian, please stop pushing. No, buddy, please. I wanted something that could still have a partial closure, but I didn't want it to zip. But I also wanted it to be something that could be used as more than just a project bag. Hi, buddy.
Good for you, Mom.
Oh, it's just a thread. That's from the edge of the fabric, sweetie. That's fine. But I mean, this is like a 15 by... I don't know. It's 15 inches high. And I think it turned out 12 inches wide at the widest part. something like that. I don't even know. And as you can see, with the kid helping.
I'm the one.
Helping.
I'm
Oh,
the
yeah,
one
and
who
guys, don't
wants
feel
to-
like you have to donate or anything. I mean, if you want to, cool, but don't feel like...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah. Oh, it is cool. Yeah, I don't expect people to donate. FIFA World Cup? Yeah, no. Nope. Killian, do you want that? Here, let me see. I can help you.
Take a picture.
No, I can help you.
Picture.
So yeah, if you... I don't even know what I was saying. Hi, Petra. I'm like barely even getting to look at the chat because kids. I'm so all over the place. It is horrible. Absolutely horrible. Oh, are you taking pictures with Mommy's phone? Fantastic. Oh, I think you spelled it right. Here, can I help? No, you're going to fill out my memory card? Okay. That's fine, I guess. See, it's funny because people always say to me, oh, you're so patient with your kids. And I'm like, yes and no. Thank you for what? You want me to unlock this for you? You want to go watch some brain candy YouTube for kids? Yeah, he's 3. I don't expect him to be quiet, sit down, occupy himself. Sometimes he's really good about keeping himself busy. Here, no, you don't need to grab these. Give me just a second and I will have this ready for you, okay? So let me make sure that the restricted mode is on so that you don't get weird, horrible things with Disney characters. 22 months apart, Michelle. Just under 2 years apart. 22 months.
Nope.
Yeah. Keelian, Mr. K, would you like this?
I'll make you a rose.
Here. Can you go with us down to the living room?
Okay.
Thank you, sweetie.
Okay.
Thank you. I know, some days he's awesome. Like, he'll have 1 or 2 days in a week that are just... But then they'll be interspersed with good days. I think that kids kind of have a bullcrapometer, and they can sense when you're reaching critical mass and have no more tolerance for their nonsense. And then they do something super cute and sweet. So you feel like a horrible, horrible person for getting angry at your monster child in the first place. I have so many things going on right now. So many things. Too many things. Hello everyone, just rolling in. I am probably only going to stay on about 10 more minutes. Yeah, it's weird to me to be on, like, people's televisions. I'll see people sometimes post, like, a picture of what they're working on, and I can see my video on the TV in the background, and I'm like, oh, it's weird. Oh, 6 years later. Ooh. Nope, the video's going weird. It says... maybe... crochet famous. Yeah, I don't know about that. I know I just offhandedly mentioned to my dad the other day that I had almost 2,000 subscribers on YouTube, and he was like, wow. And I was like, I don't think I'll consider myself YouTube famous until I hit like 10K. My mom actually taught me to crochet when I was about 8, I think, Donna. And I mostly just made granny squares, like when I'd be on the bus on the way to school. I just kept working on a crochet square that got bigger and bigger and bigger. And I didn't really pick it back up after middle school until I was pregnant with Hunter. And then anything I didn't know how to do, I just look up on YouTube or find people's...
Mom,
What, baby?
hold it.
What's the matter? Oh, did that one not work? Oh, you're casting to the TV. Ugh, the TV isn't even on, dude. Alright, there you go. All good. Go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Typing training. Did you do clerical work for a while? 11 months apart. My mom is 11 months older than her sister, who is 11 months older than their brother. Way too many. Way too close together, in my opinion. You are chirpity chirping away, little guy. Yeah. Office slave. I was a retail slave for 10 years, so I know the pain of oppression. Oh, buddy. You're being so loud. Yeah. I'm gonna get your food ready in just a few minutes, okay? Only a year. Oh, I did retail for a decade. But the only real job opportunities for somebody just out of high school when I started working were either retail or fast food. I didn't want to do food. I did end up working fast food for a few months. Probably not. And I honestly have no idea. 18 years of fast food. If you can get into management with fast food or retail, it's really not that bad. Yeah, I hear that with having kids, it's kind of like having pets. Once you get past 3, you're like, what's one more? Dog groomer would be a cool job. Then you wouldn't have to have a ton of pets because you get to see other people's pets all day. I mean, I'm sure that like with any job, you get some that are horrible to deal with, but I think for the most part, something where you're working with animals would be pretty cool. Yeah. Healthy little chirper. So I am going to go, and this says 40 minutes, so in about 2 minutes I'm going to wrap this up because I have so much stuff to do. And now I have to figure out how to feed a bird. And yes, I have looked everything up for it, so I'm not just going to give it whatever. I have a mixture of grain-free, high-protein cat food and some fruit that's local to give to the little thing, and it's all been sitting, mushing together, so I'm gonna run it through the blender and give some to it. Yeah. Yep, starlings are omnivores. They eat, it said primarily insects, but they do also eat fruits and seeds, so might see if we can catch some bugs later to give it and mush them all up. Because from what I've read, giving them actual worms without it being processed, like, through bird insides doesn't... It can make them sick, so... I don't know if there was anything even remotely useful in this live, but I wanted to let everybody know that I'm still alive. I'm super, super crazy, insane busy. And that's pretty much all that there is to it. And now I have a baby to take care of on top of everything else. But it's cute. I mean, it's not completely featherless, so... Yeah, if we're gonna take care of it, we might end up going and getting some of that liquid vitamins to... liquid avian vitamin to add to the food for it, just to make sure it's getting all the nutrients it needs. and the temperature is all over the place, so I don't want it to get too hot or too cold. Yada yada. Oh yeah, one of its siblings actually fell out of the nest before it had any feathers, and it didn't make it, which was kind of a bummer, but yeah. It's got its wing feathers, it's just got fluff on the rest of it right now. So you would need help with that. You're trying to cast to the TV again. So thank you everybody for tuning in and watching. If anybody is catching this on the replay, I might do another live later this week just because I really don't think I'm going to get time to record. So if you're somewhere else, let me know what's a good time for you, because I'm home all day. I could turn on the camera and talk whenever. So thank you everybody for hanging out and watching,
Bye.
and I will catch you next time.
Hi.
You say bye.
Turn it off.
Yes, I'm going to turn it off.
I'm turning the budget off.
Oh, you're going to push the button? Okay. Bye, guys.